Kia ora whānau, my name's Adini.
Kia ora, my name is Ripeka.
And today we're back with the new voice, episode 4. Thank you for coming back, or if you're new, welcome. Today we're going to be studying pages 26 to 40 of the Book of Mormon, so that's 15 pages. We're not going to be going into all the nooks and crannies of each page. We have come forth with a great takeaway which correlates really well with the date of today. It is actually Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to you dads out there and you mums who are the dads. Love you. Today we are coming back to our family of Nephi, brothers, dad and mum. Father Lehi, what you got for us?
They're in the wilderness.
Still.
And what we've picked out today is looking at Father Lehi's, what his highs and lows might have looked like.
Yeah.
And I remember a long time ago, I was at a women's conference and the expert on the stage, his name was Mark Matheson. And he introduced himself by saying, "Hi, my name is Mark Matheson. I have a beautiful wife. I've got beautiful children. And I have been the best of dads and the worst of dads." And I have never forgotten that. And I've never forgotten how I felt when he said that. My estimation of that man was raised immediately, because don't you appreciate people who are willing to admit their mistakes? And we have Lehi here, who gives us maybe an insight of what Mark Matheson meant that day.
Yeah.
We have verse 8 on page 34 that gives an example of Lehi at his best.
And thus my father had fulfilled all the commandments of the Lord which had been given unto him. So that's Nephi speaking about his dad Lehi.
Completely committed to keeping God's commandments. That's his best.
Yes.
And then we have in verse 20 on the same page.
Womp womp. Down a few verses. And it came to pass that Laman and Lemuel and the sons of Ishmael did begin to murmur exceedingly because of their sufferings and afflictions in the wilderness. Fear in the wilderness, sufferings and afflictions.
Yeah.
And also my father began to murmur against the Lord his God. Yea, and they were all exceedingly sorrowful, even that they did murmur against the Lord.
And so fathers are flawed.
Yeah.
Even our father Lehi is. Yeah. And I'll put mums in that as well. Mothers are flawed as well. Yeah. We are not perfect. But what I love about Lehi here is that he has his moment where he's not at his best. He's doing less than his best. Maybe even doing the worst that he could do. And he has the change of heart. And he turns back to the Lord. He's in the wilderness. He's dependent on the Lord. And he realizes, I need to humble myself.
Yeah. And
so in verse 24, it says, "And it came to pass that he," Lehi, "did inquire of the Lord, for they had humbled themselves because of my words."
Nephi's words.
Yeah. "For I did say many things unto them in the energy of my soul. And it came to pass that the voice of the Lord came unto my father, and he was truly chastened because of his murmuring against the Lord, insomuch that he was brought down into the depths of sorrow." And so being flawed doesn't make us any less awesome, especially if we're going to circle back and humble ourselves and fix our imperfection. And so we've got a little saying, I can't remember who I got it off, but flawed people are FLAWSOME.
Oh!
I'm only going to say it once.
Oh, the gravity pulling me back. That was awesome.
We have a quote.
We have a quote from,
to sum up what I feel like we get from Father Lehi today. And for all of our fathers, you don't need to be perfect. You need to do your best. Everyone can do your best in that moment. You don't have to be the best dad in the world. You just have to do your best. And sometimes that means humbling yourself and allowing God to instruct you. Yeah. And sometimes that instruction
comes through Nephi.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And sometimes that instruction is going to feel like a chastening from the Lord,
Yeah.
especially when we make mistakes. Notice when we make mistakes, not if we make mistakes.
Yeah, when, not if. And it ends here with this very cool quote. Imperfect fathers, trust the Lord will bring about his perfect plan. Which just kind of goes along the lines of the Lord brings about his extraordinary plan through ordinary people. Ordinary dads. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, ka kite. Bye.
Bye-bye.